if I ever found myself trying to make things because it would sell or make some sort of money, or
Yeah.
it felt so boring and it felt kind of painful. Like you had said, talking about this enoughness, right? So I'm recovering from knee surgery, and you know this. Uh, Meditation is a big part of my life. The Dharma is a big
Yeah.
part of my life, and uh, man, it is so. I'm really struggling to meditate with this knee right now.
Yeah.
I'm really, really struggling, and meditate. I've been meditating for 14 years, and because when everything is going well, it's easy to do the practices that participate in the well,
Yeah.
but like this knee surgery it's taken my identity away. It's shaken me up. I'm
Wow.
not the physical fit person I think I am. I can't really get comfortable literally sitting, I'm
Yeah.
being challenged in every moment. So I tell myself I should write, I should make art. But making art is not about like, "Ugh, I gotta force it. Like I can't really be comfortable. So I just have to sit with myself.
Yeah.
Like the whole practice is me sitting with myself. Um, and I think that's enoughness, is what you had said. Like it's just sitting with yourself. You're not your products. You're not even, you're not your story about yourself.
Yeah.
You're like yourself when you're not looking in the mirror and you're bored and you're scared and you're a little confused and you're anxious and you feel like you may be missing something and you're pondering. Like that storm, that chaos, like that's the moment we're looking to just sit with ourselves and see what's born of that. It's really it's really scary and it's really powerful.
Yeah. That's like this knee is like meditation in itself. Like you're not meditating. Like your non-meditation is meditation for this knee. This is fascinating. Like, but you hit on something that's so important is just yeah, sit with yourself. Like we're such an era of such distraction this, distraction, like any singular moment. Like I notice like when I go pee now, I like at a bar or something, I pull out my phone and I'm like, dude, this is like
It's
30
crazy.
seconds. I'm like, what am I
Crazy.
doing right now? I'm like, really? And I'm pissing while I gotta wash my hands, I gotta wash my phone. Do I do it every time? That's up to interpretation. But it is this constant state of distraction that's always there. I mean, I just want to hit on the fact that like this is such a refreshing conversation to have with you, just as two men having this deep dive of challenging themselves and the self discovery that's there. I mean, and it's a thing where not a lot of men do that, I think you are very open with your struggles even now on this call of what you're currently dealing with. Like you're very open in that space, and I think this is a world where I think a lot of men would want to be, and I'm sure their female counterparts would want them to be. But what do you have with someone that may like, what would you kind of tell someone, or maybe like help them guide a little bit in terms of like maybe they're not used to this world of sitting with themselves and challenging themselves and even vocalizing it. Like what kind of steps or maybe tips or what would have you to kind of help a man kind of get into that space?
Masculinity is a tough one because it's talk about the matrix, right? It's like we're plugged in. Men are plugged in, but women are plugged in. Everyone's plugged into this idea of roles and what we should do. And I know it has caused me a lot of harm in my life.
Mm,
I have fought a lot to not cry in front of a partner, to hide my face. Like I have this habit, I can see it, that when I really cry, I want to hide my face.
mm,
Um, and and I and and I think it starts there. Like see where you're coming up against your wall.
yeah.
See where you're meeting your like edge, and can you gently see it? You don't have to break it down. Like you ain't got to fight it. You know, you just got to see it.
The Self Hype Podcast. The Self Hype Podcast. The Self Hype Podcast.